This is the question we raised at the end of the previous video. How do metals react with solutions of other metal salts? The concept is simple. The more reactive metal will displace the less reactive one from the compounds. For instance, in this reaction, is metal A is more reactive than metal B. Then this is what we will get on the product side. We can perform a single experiment to understand this. Take a copper wire and iron nail. Make sure they are clean. We will need two test tubes, one with solution of iron sulfate and another with a solution of copper sulfate. Now put the copper wire in the solution of iron sulfate and the iron nail in the solution of copper sulfate. We wait for about an half an hour. And see what happens. We see that the reaction has taken place only in the test tube in which iron nail is placed. We see that the nail is coated with pinkish brown deposit, which is nothing but copper, and don't assume it's rust. It's not rust. It happens because iron displaces copper from the copper sulfate solution if it's get for a few hours. A large amount of copper will be displaced from the copper sulfate solution and iron takes its place to form iron sulfate solution, which is green in color. What about the reaction in another test tube? Yes, there is no reaction at all, and that's because iron is more reactive than copper. Copper will not displace the iron. So what are we trying to learn here? Our aim in the series of video was to find out the order of reactivity of metals. Making metals react with oxygen, water and acids. Give us brief idea about order. And conducting such many experiments will also give us idea which metals are more reactive. So after many experiments and trials, the following reactivity series developed. The reactivity of metals decreases as we move from top towards the bottom. Thank you. Thanks for watching the video.